Welcome to the Making Bank channel. From Wall Street to the block, Making Bank, educating you on the fourth industrial revolution, crypto. Today we'll be taking a look at the blockchain technology and what it's all about. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. What is blockchain technology? In order to understand blockchain technology, we have to go back to the beginning. We have to go back to basics. First, take a look at ledger. I see the blockchain technology as an evolution of the ledger. A ledger is a book or a collection of accounts in which account transactions are recorded. Basically what you're looking at in front of you. So our first ledger was basically a book. The downside of that ledger, though, is a book can hold but so much data, and you always had to have said book on you in order for you to access that information. Then came the digitization of our ledger. Like an Excel spreadsheet, Google Sheets, you're able to hold more data on this digitized ledger. Also, no longer do you have to have the physical ledger on your person in order to have access to it. The next evolution of this ledger came with servers. Servers are able to hold more data on them, and now you can access your information no matter where you are at any time. We've become familiar with these huge server farms, and one of our most popular one today is AWS, or Amazon Web Services. The downside of these huge servers is, again, they're controlled by a central party. So if Amazon Web Services gets hacked, for example, there's a good chance that your information is going to get hacked with it. And if Amazon Web Services go down, there's a good chance that your access to your information is going to go with it. So we need an evolution of technology that is also decentralized. So no longer one party will no longer have control, but also it's more secure. That's where we get the blockchain technology. What is the blockchain? The blockchain is a specific type of database. It differs from a typical database in a way that it stores information because it stores it on these blocks. As each block gets filled with fresh data, it is blocked off and a new block starts, and they're chained together in chronological order. Different types of information can be stored on a blockchain, but the most common use so far has been as a ledger for transactions. There we go again, that good old ledger technology. Some of the key points to understand about the blockchain, though, that makes it way more advanced than anything that we're currently using is that it's programmable. That's one of the huge takeaways about blockchain technology, the programmability of it. That's where we have NFTs, or DeFi, which stands for decentralized finance. And we have a number of cryptocurrencies that have come out of the blockchain technology. It's also secure. So everyone's individual records are encrypted. It's anonymous. We can see all the transactions that take place on the blockchain. I can see $1,000 went there, $500,000 went there. This NFT got traded with that person, so on and so forth. But I don't know who actually did that transaction. So I don't know if it was John, Sarah, or Jim that actually sent that $1,000. It's unanimous. All the computers within this network have to agree on the validity of each one of these records before it goes through. It's time-stamped, going back to the chronological order that the blocks are chained together. It's immutable, and it's also distributed. What we're used to now with these servers is a client network based on a client-server model, where individual clients request services and resources from centralized servers, going back to that AWS model that we're looking at, right? Or let's make it even more real. Even with your bank, right now your bank acts as an intermediary. So every time you're doing a transaction, you're tapping into your bank server in order to make that transaction take place. So the blockchain also enables us to get rid of that middleman. You know, that middleman that's always trying to charge you to make a transaction go through. With blockchain technology, we kick that middleman to the curb. It enables us to have a peer-to-peer network in which interconnected nodes share resources amongst each other without the use of a centralized administrative system. So, exactly what does that mean? Let's make it real. So this gives you the illustration of a transaction taking place on the blockchain. So let's imagine you now have taken out your smartphone and you've opened up your digital wallet on your phone or your crypto wallet on your phone. And you said, hey, I'm going to send Making Bank $1 million because I love all this great educational content that he's putting out. So now you go inside of your crypto wallet, you put in my address and you hit send. Now that transaction is entered into a network of peer-to-peer computers that are scattered across the world. All of these computers, they solve some equations to confirm the validity of the transaction. Okay, because remember, they have to validate it. Once it gets validated and these transactions are deemed legitimate, then they're clustered into these blocks. Once each block gets filled with information, it gets chained to another block, which then gets filled with information, so on and so forth. These blocks are basically creating the history of transactions, which are permanent. Once that process is complete, then the party on the other end receive their transaction, and all of this has been done without a middleman or intermediary. That's the beauty of the blockchain technology. This was part one. On part two, we're going to explore cryptocurrencies. We're going to explore different cryptocurrencies, where they are now, and where do we see cryptocurrencies going in the near future. Please don't forget to like and to subscribe to the Making Bank channel to have access to all of our amazing content when they do come out. So I want to make sure that you never miss out on that. I also do have a Patreon channel for you to check out, which is Making Bank. On this Patreon, I've also have various levels of membership. I've really tried to make it affordable for everyone so no one misses out on this fourth industrial revolution. As you can see, we have 5 different tiers of membership to Making Bank Patreon, from as low as $43 per month for simply signing up to our Telegram group, which gives you 24/7 access, and also individual one-on-one sessions if you want some custom individualized attention. Once again, thank you for listening and taking in the Making Bank channel.